everybody. Welcome back to Ordinary Adventures.
We are flying to Las Vegas for 24 hours to attend the grand opening of Shin Lim's new magic show, Limitless, at the Venetian. Come with us as we explore the relatively new Park MGM Hotel and Resort on the Strip, and we'll eat lunch at Choi's chef truck based on the Jon Favreau movie. We'll explore the Bellagio's beautiful Conservatory, attempt to drink The Rock's massive-sized Margarita at Sugar Factory, and have an incredible late-night dinner at Best Friend. Why don't you come with us on this adventure? So we just landed in Las Vegas. I think it's crazy that even the airports in Las Vegas have slot machines.
I've never flown into Vegas before from LA. It is such a short flight.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I blinked and we were already here. Why don't we do this more often?
Let's make our way to the hotel. It's a new hotel that we've never stayed at before, so I'm excited. It's appropriate that we just walked by a big rabbit because the whole reason we are here today is we were invited to the opening night of Shin Lim's new show. He's a magician. He's a, rabbit out of the hat. And we're gonna have all day to do stuff in Vegas. It's gonna be fun. Finally got to the hotel. We're staying at the Park MGM. I think this opened up a few years ago.
Yeah, what's funny is the first time that I ever came to Las Vegas, many, many years ago, I actually stayed here, but it wasn't the Park MGM yet. It was called the Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
And I think this hotel is non-smoking. I think it's one of the only non-smoking hotel and casinos on the Strip. So that's pretty exciting. It smells good in here.
I will say, we just tried to check in and get our room. Of course, it's 9 a.m., so our room's not ready yet. But it does seem like smaller and more boutique than the other Las Vegas hotels I've stayed at.
I know, I was just thinking that. I'm like, the check-in area seems really small.
So I just looked it up, and this hotel has approximately 2,700 rooms. That's about double what the MGM Grand or the Venetian has. So this is more in line with the Cosmopolitan or the Paris. But right now, we're gonna get coffee for Ketra. Luckily, they have a Starbucks right by the casino.
Already a point for Park MGM. I got my pumpkin cream cold brew. Now I'm ready to take on the rest of the day.
They have a lot of good food options at Park MGM. One of the places we want to eat today is called the Chef Truck. And if you've ever seen the movie Chef by Jon Favreau, not the one with the superheroes, but the one with the food truck. This is basically based on the movie. He worked with Choi, who is a consultant. I think he might have been a producer on the film. And basically they've recreated the fictional truck from the movie here at Park MGM. So you can have your Cubano. But Jon Favreau also designed some art installations around the truck. It's like these miniature versions of the truck, and it's like very trippy. Like this one right here, you look inside the window of the truck, and it looks like it goes back much further than it could possibly in reality. It's like the TARDIS. It's like bigger on the inside. Of course, it uses the same Pepper's ghost illusion that you see in like Haunted Mansion and stuff. Not to break the magic for you, but very cool.
Just found another one over by the front of the truck. This one, there's like a bunch of vegetables in the windows and they just come stare at you and like awkwardly wave or something.
The pickle takes your photo.
The mushroom is just like judging me. Or the mushroom like looked alarmed. Like he like saw me and was like...
But did you look into the back of the truck?
Oh my god, they've taken over! Stop it, that is so cute. This definitely did this happen in the movie?
No. I love how it looks like it's actually like moving and stuff.
Yeah, there's a cucumber in there. Now I'm gonna feel bad when we eat here for lunch. I'm gonna feel like I'm eating these little guys.
So we definitely want to eat at the Chef Truck, but it's not open for another hour. So right now we're gonna take the tram over to the Bellagio.
Yeah, we've both never done this before. I think it's like kind of like a monorail. Oh. I think it's free. I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out once we get up here. So we just got off the tram and we made it over here to the Bellagio, and I totally forgot that the sphere was a thing. And you could see it from here, and it is massive. We're gonna have to come back when it gets a little bit darker and see it at night. Unfortunately, I think U2 is playing a concert there tonight, so we won't be able to go inside. So we're doing something way cooler than that tonight. But it's cool to see it. Like I see so many memes of it, and I like follow it on Twitter, and it's cool to see it in real life.
Okay, so the Bellagio is a lot more bougie than our hotel. We just walked by a bakery that had chocolate streaming in from the ceiling, dripping down into the floor.
Yeah, what was going on there? Was that real chocolate?
It looked like real chocolate to me.
Oh my gosh.
And we've reached the Conservatory. Every season, I think, they do a new art installation here, and it looks like we're in the fall season.
Oh my god, it smells kind of like pumpkin spice.
There's like a diffuser on the top, letting out some like
Whatever
scents.
this smell is, I want it in our home. It smells so good. It's so tranquil in here.
It's very, very like autumn leaves, pumpkin spice, cinnamon. So autumn's theme is called A Garden of Time. And basically there's these fairies that have frozen time. And you see like the animals are kind of petrified wooden animals in the middle of like doing their thing. It's very beautiful. I feel like something like this, it's so much better when you're there in person. I just know that people are gonna be watching this on YouTube and be like, whatever. But it's so pretty, so beautiful, so immersive. I wonder how much money they spend on this, because a lot of this is like real plants and stuff.
Yeah, I was reading and it said that this garden is 14,000 square feet. So it smells so good in here, not just like that pumpkin scent, but you could smell the flowers too.
I know that a lot of people come from around the world. When they come to Las Vegas, they come here just to check it out. So it must bring a lot of business into the Bellagio, even people not staying here. Mm-hmm. But it's incredible. Every season, it's different. Oh my God, is that a real 750-pound pumpkin?
I don't know why, but for some reason being in here, it's giving me Lord of the Rings vibes. Like, I just want to become a hobbit and live here forever with the fairies.
So right in the corner of the Conservatory is a Michael Mina restaurant called Siddell's. And I didn't realize this, but the Hobbit hut here, you can actually eat inside the botanical garden.
How do you get that table?
I mean, it's called the garden table. It's probably more expensive.
Yeah.
But it looks cool.
I'm almost like, should we go try to get that table? But I don't think we would.
It's probably very expensive.
I want nothing more than to eat in that table. That's all I want. Or eat in the Hobbit hut, not eat in the table. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm tired.
They even have tables at Siddell's that overlook the botanical garden. It's funny, I saw like so many old people in there taking photos with their iPads. Have you ever been at Disneyland and someone's like taking
You're like
a video?
watching the fireworks and they hold their iPad like...
Yeah. Okay, right now we're going to head back to the Park MGM because it is 11 a.m.
We're hungry.
Let's get some food. We're walking by the pool at the Park MGM and it looks kind of small and secluded. I think I like that. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about the Park MGM yet. It doesn't feel like Vegas. So we got a text message saying our room is ready, and that led us to this QR code that we just bring.
Yeah, they have these little kiosks here where you print your own room key, so you can pick whichever color you want out of this little pile. I'm just gonna pick a random one here. And then I think you just stick it in here, in this little iPad. So you just gotta scan the QR code and then it activates the key, and you can make as many keys as you want, so we made 2.
Oh wait, I just realized this. This is how they like deal cards. The casino.
Is it?
Yeah, so they just put it in one of those things. Whoa.
Wow, okay. Well, this isn't the casino, this is the room key.
That's cool. I was just looking at my hotel key, and on the back, it actually has the photographer's name and Instagram handle. So I paid, I think, $220 for a basic 2-queen room. We have some status with Marriott, so they upgraded us to, I think, a strip view. But like, it's weird because we went up the Nomad elevators because they have a Nomad hotel that's part of this. And we definitely didn't book the Nomad hotel, so I'm not sure if that's where we are.
Spooky lighting, like there's like a spotlight on my face. We are in room 309 on floor 24. Oh, cool. I feel like this room is so like trendy, like hipster. You're right. This doesn't feel like a Vegas like hotel at all.
Okay, let's start in the bathroom. It is very echoey in here. It's actually kind of big. Over here they have a shower. It has like green subway tiles. And then if we go inside it, you can see that we got body wash, conditioner, and shampoo.
Yeah, I like the green vibes of this room.
Over here is where you have your toilet. And above the toilet, they have some interesting photographs. What is that?
I feel like this hotel is too cool for me. Like, I'm not trendy enough to be staying here.
Is that a tub inside a forest?
Looks like it.
Okay, we gotta do the flush test. And then over here, you got yourself some body lotion, some towels, some more toilet paper. Looks like a
hair dryer. And right over here is the mirror. Hello. I like that it's a nice big mirror, like some bright lighting. And there's even like a little makeup mirror over here too.
So now we're entering the living space. This is where we got our 2 queen-size beds. It's interesting because there's a collage of art above the beds, and it's like mismatched frame colors, which I think is like probably a little bit more of a modern touch. And speaking of touch, there's like gold accents for the lights.
And right next to the beds is this big long green couch by the window. And here's our lovely strip view. You could see, I think, the other MGM casino right across the way there, and a Target. So that's nice that we have a Target so close to us. And then there's a little table right here with a chair. And I love this full-length mirror with the light. I like this room. It's definitely, I didn't know what to expect, but it definitely matches the vibes of the lobby. Like they have that dark kind of green color all throughout the hotel. So I was just looking around the room and I was like, there's no closet in here. That kind of sucks. But then we found it. It's right next to the bathroom. Right, kind of hidden over here.
It's actually the door to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's like one of those barn doors or whatever. And oh yeah, we have like some drawers over here. I thought that was a coffee maker, but it's not. But yeah, simple little green closet.
Now that we found the bed, it's an appropriate time to thank Manta Sleep for sponsoring this portion of today's video. We've been dealing with a leak problem that forced us to move our bed to another room that has a gigantic window with wonderful natural light that's waking me up every morning at 6 a.m. I went on a search for the perfect sleep mask. It took some time, but I eventually found reviews saying Manta Sleep Mask Pro was the best there is. I will never sleep without this mask ever again. First of all, 100% blackout. There's no light coming in from around the corners. These eye cups, they are adjustable, so they're customizable to your head. But the best part for me is my first couple eye masks, I'd wake up all sweaty. They would be like wet and gross, but these have like ventilation in them that it just doesn't happen. Kitra sleeps with the silk one.
This is no joke, the most comfortable sleep mask I've ever tried. So silky and nice.
The sleep mask sound, this has Bluetooth speakers built in. I like going to sleep to podcasts, and this lets me like listen to podcasts without having earbuds in my ears hurting me. Manta Sleep is giving our viewers an exclusive discount code worth 10% off at checkout. All you gotta do is click the link in the description below, use code ORDINARY. Thanks, Manta Sleep. And now back to our adventure. Where should we go?
Let's just go to sleep. Just kidding.
So for those of you who don't know, Roy Choi is a chef in Los Angeles. He's Korean born. He moved to LA at a young age, and he started the Kogi truck in 2008. And that kind of started the food truck revolution. It was half Korean, half Mexican. It was a mashup.
It's so good.
So good. And basically the basis of that was kind of inspired the movie Chef by Jon Favreau, which is how he became involved. So it's kind of full circle that now that there's a chef truck. I mean, it wasn't in Vegas, but everything's in Vegas. And the one big thing that was part of that movie was the Cubano sandwich, so we had to get it. So I got the pork medianoche sandwich. This is roasted mojo pork, ham, cheese, pickles, mustard on a torta bun. This looks good. I'm no connoisseur of Cubanos. I've probably only had one or two in my life. So I don't know how this compares, but let's see. Pork is so flavorful. I'm not sure what they marinate it in, but the mixture of that and the yellow mustard and the pickles. It just all goes together in like a combination, especially with this torta bread. The bread is so good. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 Peters.
It's interesting because the signature sandwich at this food truck is actually vegetarian. It's made with tofu and like portobello mushrooms. That's the one that's like featured on the menu, but we wanted pork, so we got the pork.
I don't remember that from the movie.
I was interested to try it, but we only have so much stomach room, you know? This is really, really good. I agree with you. Ordinary Adventure Star. Highly recommend. We also are gonna try the Mojo pork tacos. These have rice, sweet plantains, salsa verde, pickled onions, radish, cilantro, and sesame seeds. And they look so good. I don't know how Choi does it. Everything that I've ever tried by him is freaking amazing and is 5 out of 5 Ordinary Adventure Star. This is no exception. The pork is so good. And I love like the rice in there, and then the pickled onions just give it like a little bit of like acidity. I love this. I also got a side order of plantain chips because I love plantain chips. Very salty. The sauce is where it's at.
And I saw they had agua frescas. They had a watermelon, so I had to get it. It tastes like they like put watermelon in a blender. It just tastes like so fresh and natural. 5 out of 5.
So we stumbled across this place called Haus of Gaga, and it's like a Lady Gaga museum basically, which has a bunch of props and outfits and shoes and everything you could think of from her collection of different music videos and shows and award shows. And I think she used to have a residency here at Park MGM. She doesn't currently, but I talked to the guy working there and he said that she's supposed to come back sometime next year, which like, I feel like we should come back and see her. Because it's really fascinating seeing all these clothes and outfits up close.
But explain these heels to me. Like, how does one walk? It's like 12-inch heels.
There's like these ones that are like ballet slippers, so like your feet go into it like this. I don't understand it, but...
There's costumes from here that look like they're from a Bill and Ted movie. There's costumes in here that look like the villain from a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie.
I have the meat dress. Obviously, this isn't real meat. I think it says that it's like taxidermied, but that's insane. You remember the meat dress, don't you?
Yeah, I remember it.
Crazy.
I was wondering if this is a real instrument, and it is. It's a custom guitar that incorporates an electric bass with a keyboard and drum machine. Apparently she called it Emma.
We need to see her in concert, man. We gotta come back.
So another big thing about the Park MGM is they have an eataly here, which we also have in LA, so for us it's not a huge thing. But when they built this, we didn't have one in LA, so I think like the big one was in New York City. And this place is huge, much bigger than the one in LA.
I was thinking when we were eating our Cuban sandwich, I think my top 5 like cuisines, Cuban would be in there, Italian, Chinese, Mexican, and Hawaiian. Let me know in the comments down below, what are your favorite cuisines of food? I'm genuinely curious because like every day I think like, oh, Mexican's my favorite. And then I have like a Cuban sandwich and I'm like, no, Cuban's my favorite. Now I want to eat here and I'm like, but I think Italian's my favorite.
Chinese.
Chinese?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Let me know in the comments down below. We made our way down to the Strip. Who needs Italy when you've got Olive Garden right across the street? I do love Olive Garden, but go to Italy.
So Kitcher wanted a drink, so we decided to go to a place that we saw on TikTok. It's called Sugar Factory, and I just opened the menu, and this menu has like the smallest font I've ever seen ever before. And then I turned the page and look at the drink menu. How many drinks they have. And it might be that they have like pictures of every drink, but it's a lot of drinks.
They come in these big like bowl cups, and a lot of the more popular ones are actually designed by celebrities. So like,
What kind of celebrities?
The Rock, Kendall Jenner, Bruno Mars, George Clooney even designed a drink.
Kevin Hart?
They all look absolutely delicious, and they're very expensive. They're like $45 because they're like huge. They're like fishbowl drinks. So we have to at least get one of those. I'm trying to convince Peter that we need to get the People's Watermelon, which is one of the ones by The Rock. And it's watermelon.
Let me guess, does it have his mezcal in it?
It has...
Terramana? Or I mean tequila.
Yeah, it has Terramana Tequila, which is his tequila brand. And then the one like by George Clooney has his tequila. And then I think the one by Kendall Jenner, she also has a tequila company. So I mean, that's smart on their end to like lend their name to this and then they could use their tequila. So
It's funny, there's like this wall of celebrities that have eaten here, and like it's all those people, and like Snoop Dogg, he designed a drink as well.
I didn't realize like this was gonna be like the Cheesecake Factory and there was gonna be, look at how like, there's just so much different things to get here. I'm paralyzed with indecision.
I was just looking at the menu, and they have what they call the world famous Sugar Factory King Kong sampler. This is 20 scoops of ice cream covered in hot fudge, caramel, strawberry sauce, basically anything you can put on it. Like you throw the whole kitchen sink on top of it, it's $99. It serves 12 people.
I mean, it looks delicious.
Who orders? I mean, I'm sure people order it all the time.
Listen, if we came here with a big group of friends, we could get that.
We just gotta get 12 of our closest friends, or 10 of our closest friends to come to Vegas with us. I was curious what their savory food looks like, and they have a burger here. It's a 24 karat gold burger. It's $150.
Oh my gosh, that's magic. Holy cow. Wow, this was a great idea to come here. Oh, wow, you're a wizard. Thank you so much. Perfect. Oh, are you seeing this?
Yeah.
Can you hear it? You said this was like 5 drinks worth. That's insane. I feel like Agatha. Down, 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 down the witch's road. What did we do? This is called the People's Margarita. The People's Watermelon Margarita, because The Rock designed it. This has watermelon juice, Terramana tequila, Grand Marnier, and a dash of triple sec, lime juice, and pineapple. And of course it has a bunch of gummy candies on it as well. This is nuts. I'm so happy we decided to come here.
Yeah, the website said it's 36 ounces, but like our server said it was 50.
It was like 50 ounces or something. Insane. That's crazy. All right, let's try it. Hopefully it's good. It smells very tequila-y. I'm honestly surprised that you could taste the tequila, because you could also get non-alcoholic versions of all these drinks for like $5 less. So I'm like, how much alcohol do they actually put in them? But you could taste it, which is good.
Well, the internet says 10 ounces of alcohol, but who knows if the internet's correct.
Is that a lot? I feel like that's a lot.
Probably a lot.
But this is actually pretty good, but it is a little bit artificial tasting, but not in a bad way, like in a gummy watermelon candy kind of way.
Yeah.
I think The Rock was on to something. And I really do enjoy his tequila, so.
She's not just drinking this herself. We're sharing it.
Ooh, went down the wrong tube. Yeah, you try it. I'd give it a 5 out of 5 just for presentation alone.
The dry ice is calming down. That is so sugary. It's like a watermelon, like Jolly Rancher. Did you say that?
It tastes like, yeah, like a watermelon candy. A Jolly Rancher is a good comparison.
Yeah, a watermelon Jolly Rancher as a drink with tequila. By the way, Terramana is a great tequila.
Yeah, I like.
Say what you will about The Rock and what he does with his bottles and the gym and stuff like that.
Okay, why are you? Okay.
But his tequila is very good. And this is very good. As a drink, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5, but for the presentation, the whole thing, it's gonna get the ordinary. Yeah. I'm not sure if you knew this, but these were my favorite candies when I was a kid.
Ooh.
These like watermelon wedges.
I love the Sugar Factory. I wish we had more time in Vegas because I want to like come back and get another drink, but.
Yeah, let us know if you want us to come back and like eat food here.
I know. Now that I realize how easy it is to fly to Vegas from LA, like we need to be coming here more often.
What's going on there?
Oh my God, it like burned me. It's the dry ice is coming up through my straw. Should I drink it like that? That was a mistake. Don't do that. This is so good. I'm so happy we came here. Do you think they have to-go cups so we could take this around the strip?
Oh, probably.
Probably do, honestly.
Yeah.
We're gonna finish it here, though, right? Here, you help me drink it. We've only drank like this much of it so far.
So we decided to head over to the Bellagio to catch the fountain show. What we didn't know is they're preparing for F1. It's this big race that they shut down the entire Las Vegas Strip, and they're building stands right in front of the Bellagio, so it basically blocks your view of the fountains. You can still watch them from the side, which is still fine, but the premium viewing is definitely gone.
In case you're wondering, they do give you a to-go cup if you can't finish it. It was so expensive. Speaker near us was like blown out, but they were playing the Titanic song, My Heart Will Go On. And it was a little bit underwhelming, but I'm glad that we stayed to watch it. Just because like I'm so used to seeing World of Color like at Disney. This is so epic.
This is like so low key.
Yeah, it was just like you could barely hear the music, but definitely worth checking out if you happen to pass by.
So we made it back to the hotel. We have changed into our fancy clothes. We're going to the opening night of Shin Lim's show at the Venetian. He's had a show in Vegas for years now, but he now is at the Venetian, and we were lucky enough to get invited by Shin and his wife, Casey.
Yeah, we're so excited. We're a huge fan of his magic, and I can't wait.
Fun fact, the week before the world shut down, we went and saw Shin Lim, and I think in like Pasadena or something. And I remember we met him after the show and got like photos, and it was kind of like in the weird stage of like, should we be shaking hands?
Yeah, it was like it was right before the world like went shut down. But so it's cool to see him all these years later, and I really can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. By the way, we didn't take a look at this art piece. Who is this? It's like 3D twine. So we've made our way over to the Venetian, and it is a pretty huge hotel. I don't think I've actually really explored this place. Look at this. They have it looks like a vintage gondola.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Man, I want to do that. I don't think we'll have time this trip, but next time we come to Vegas, we should do a silly gondola ride.
Yeah. We're at a reception before the opening night, and they have some really fancy pants stuff here. Like, what is this? Citrus jelly, white chocolate, whipped ganache, gluten-free. What is that? Wow.
This is the real key, so don't make it disappear.
I just want to thank Patrick and the Venetian for letting me do this and do what I love in such a beautiful room, such a beautiful theater. Thank you, Commissioner, for this amazing honor, really. And thank you to the city of Las Vegas for welcoming me to this home. You know, Park County, yeah, it was the city of Park County. Thank you. Sorry. I appreciate it, and this really is my new home, so I'm just so happy to be here. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoy the show.
This in our house.
This theater is pretty cool, and they've like decked it out with cards. It's like, it really feels like it's his theater.
Yeah, when he came out and did his little speech, I guess maybe one of the guys who works at Venetian was like, we made this whole theater just for you. So that's really cool. This is such like a vibe. I love like the red lighting. We got super nice seats too.
Oh yeah,
like,
look at this.
Plush seats.
I think we're like just a few rows back.
So excited.
A few moments later.
I had so much fun. He truly is a wizard. This is our second time seeing him live. We also watched him on America's Got Talent. He like makes me believe in magic again. He's just so smooth with his, like, he does a lot of like card sleight of hand tricks, and he makes like cards like disappear and reappear and you don't know where they're coming from. Unfortunately, obviously we couldn't film anything.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of fun.
Shin Lim, the way he does magic, it feels like you're watching special effects happen in real life.
Yes, that's a good way of putting it.
And no other magician, I feel like, does it like him, where it literally looks, if you weren't there in person watching it, you would think it's CG and it's fake. And I think in this world of like computers progressing and AI and whatever, I think like a show like this is gonna be the future, because like literally you can't see what, you know, you could see this on a screen, but like anybody can do it now.
Yeah, I would highly
Seeing in person.
Yeah, I would highly recommend coming here whenever you come to Vegas. Take a night, come see Shin Lim. The theater's gorgeous.
And the show is like a Shin Lim origin story. It tells you the history of his career. It's emotional. It's inspirational. And the cool thing is now his wife Casey is part of the show, and she does this magic, but she's doing acrobatics as she's doing the magic.
I can't even.
Mind blowing.
Yeah. Like, she's so good. Both of them are so great.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
So we're in the gift shop, and Kitra found.
Well, they have a Pomeranian, so you could get a sticker with their Pomeranian on it.
It's like a white Pomeranian,
Could be
right?
Gizmo's best friend.
My cuteness is limitless. That's funny. They sell decks of cards. They have a magic kit, some magnets, some pins. You can even get a signed deck set. I also think this is for Formula One. They have like a bunch of stuff all along the street.
Wow, it's a Big Mac ad.
Right?
Okay.
What did I win?
You
How
won
much?
like $100.
That's not bad.
It's
I
alive.
like Frankenstein.
Oh. More power. What does that do? Wow, this game sucks.
Lost my money. Don't gamble.
Don't gamble in Vegas. Only on cruise ships.
So last night after the show, we went back to the Park MGM, our hotel, to get a late night dinner at Best Friend. This is another restaurant by Choi. To be honest with you, this is one of the reasons I booked this hotel. I wanted to eat there.
He was so excited.
Yeah. They have one in Chinatown, but we've never been. And I've always wanted to have it because I love him as a chef. And they have a restaurant here, but we decided to eat in like the lounge area.
Yeah, we got there like kind of late and there was no reservations left, but like the good thing is if you don't get a reservation, you could just sit in the outside area and order the entire menu.
And the outside area is like a bodega turned Korean barbecue Mexican restaurant. It's such a vibe.
Yeah, it was really cool in there. Like, I just loved looking around at all the different stuff on the walls. It was so much fun.
Yeah, they even have like an arcade machine, but it's funny seeing like all the products and stuff. In the menu here, everything looks good. We couldn't decide what we wanted. They have the chef tasting menu. It's $75 a person, and everybody at your table has to get it if you get it. So it's a little bit expensive, but we decided to go for this because we're indecisive.
We're indecisive, but also this is a good way to sample some of like the best stuff on the menu, and I think it was a good choice.
Yeah, so before your meal comes out, they bring out a bunch of like little appetizer kind of things. One of them was spicy cucumbers, which is something you've been making.
Yeah, I am a spicy cucumber connoisseur. These were pretty good, I gotta say. They also had a couple other little appetizers, like some kimchi and some broccoli. The kimchi is amazing there.
Yeah, and then they had this like buttery, salty bread, which is like Hawaiian rolls. They were so good and salty.
So delicious.
Then our first actual entree was brought out, and that is the Kogi tacos. These are the things that made Roy famous with this Kogi food truck back in the day. We've had them before.
Oh, they're so good, you guys.
The sauce on them is sweet, The chili gives them a nice spicy kick, and the kimchi gives it some tang. The short rib is like juicy and tender. Ordinary adventure star. This is like, if you were gonna come here and get one item,
Get these.
yeah, I know we might disagree over what's the best item, but get these. The next item they brought over was the one item I was not looking forward to on the tasting menu, and that's the slippery shrimp. There's something I don't like about shrimp and it being slippery.
I, on the other hand, love shrimp. Shrimp is so good, and this is kind of like their take on like a bang bang shrimp. It's spicy, creamy, it's battered and fried. Like, to be honest, you can't even really tell it was shrimp. After my first bite, I was like, wait, is this cauliflower? Is this shrimp?
Yeah, she pulled up her like phone for the menu, and she's like, "Is it shrimp?"
I had to like double check.
Then she convinced me to try it, and I didn't.
And you liked it, right?
I don't like shrimp normally, and I expected to hate it, but this was actually very good. Only the very end of it could you have like a little shrimpy taste to it.
Which is, it was so good, you guys.
But it was the best shrimp I've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah, would I order it on its own? Probably not. But if you ordered it, I'd have
if
a
we
couple
went
bites.
back there again, to be honest, this is probably what I would get.
The one thing Kitcher did want is the kimchi fried rice. So you had to mix this.
Yeah, this was very simple. It was just some fried rice mixed with kimchi, and then there was like a soft egg on top, and I think it had some like maybe like seaweed flakes or something in it. Very, very good. But this is the thing that I was actually thinking about ordering before we got the tasting menu, and I liked this, but I don't think I would have been satisfied. This was a good thing to accompany like all the other dishes, like as a nice side dish.
The next thing we got as part of the tasting menu is the kalbi. I haven't had a kalbi outside of Hawaii, and I loved it there. Here it was fatty, juicy, savory in an unexpected way.
Yeah, and then they also gave us some garlic chicken, which was something that I was looking forward to, and it was really good, but to me, it wasn't really that garlicky. It tasted more like a teriyaki chicken. I think the menu said it had like soy on it or something.
Yeah.
So it was really, really good though.
You know, it mixes well with that kimchi fried rice. And I gotta be honest with you, I had the most of this. I just kept on going back, but yeah, it tastes like teriyaki chicken, but I loved it.
Yeah, it was good.
And they have 2 desserts on the menu, and because there were 2 of us, they gave us both of them.
Yeah, so the one that I tried is the date cake. This had a bunch of salted caramel on top, so it was very salty and sweet, and the ice cream was so good. You gotta take a bite with the ice cream and the cake. The cake was super moist. If you've ever had a date cake before, like, you know what to expect, but this was just like another level.
Yeah, and the dessert I tried was the strawberry shorty is what they called it. It's an amazing combination of flavors because it has a strawberry shortcake like popsicle, but then it had like this lemon, I think you described it almost like an Italian ice that you ate at a baseball game.
Yeah, it was like a lemon sorbet.
Yeah, but when you mix them together, you're mixing that strawberry, that creaminess of the strawberry shortcake pop, and the lemon. So strawberry and lemon go together.
Yeah, but it wasn't even a pop. It was like a cake. It was like, you know the famous strawberry shortcake popsicle? They turned that into a cake.
Yeah.
It was so good.
It was very tart. It was very delicious. I highly recommend going to Best Friend. I know that this isn't the only one. Obviously, we said there's one in, I think, Chinatown in Los Angeles. But if you're here, definitely don't miss out on the Kogi podcast.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Definitely check it out. It was so good. I'm so happy we went.
If you want to see the last time we came to Las Vegas, it was in 2020, 2021. It was a while ago, but we made a bunch of videos. We'll put them right over there. I want to say thank you to some of our Patreons. That includes
Eric, Kendall, and Cynthia. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the next adventure.
And we'll be back to Vegas. This was just a quick trip. We have plans to come back here at some point next year and make more videos. So if you liked this, subscribe. Okay, bye.